Cauliflower bites from Fixate.
Oh, have you had them before, or is this your first time?
No, I made them before. They're really good.
Yeah.
Basically taste like buffalo wings.
I know, they are good. My hubby likes them. He's a huge buffalo person. Like, he's obsessed. Yeah. Obsessed. Oh boy. Colleen says her little one is screaming bloody murder. That's never a good thing.
Nope. All right.
Give like one more minute for everybody to jump on, and then we can finish up. All right. I don't know where everybody is, but we'll just. Is this helpful, Meg?
Yes, very helpful.
I think it'll be helpful for everybody just to kind of have a guide. Like, even if you take a day to go through and, like I said, just kind of like tweak it to your own language, you know?
Yeah.
Like, even I'm not a hey girl, like I was saying. I can't. A lot of the times I do the hey lady, or what's going on lady, or, you know, like a lot of the times it's just not, the way that I talk is a little bit different than Ashley or Kate or some of the other people. So it's really just a matter of kind of taking it as like a template, using it as a template and tweaking it to be how you feel comfortable, so that when you have like the time to sit down and do invites, it's so quick and effective. Like, all you have to do is just copy and paste, and you can send it off to 20 different people at once if you need to.
Yeah.
Becomes much more like duplicatable.
Plus, it's helpful because I'm super awkward when I talk to people, so having a script helps.
I'm the same way. Like, I do better when I'm in person. I get very awkward in social media because I overthink. Like, when I type things out, I overthink and overanalyze, and I think I do better in person, but I definitely tend to overanalyze everything that I say.
Yeah.
So let me just pull up my screen, and then we'll just finish up here because I don't know where everybody is. All right, so this is just for a new coach as you're welcoming them. It's going to be copied and pasted into email. And it talks about the escalator comparison that Pat gave, which I think is like a very good explanation, or very good like analogy. So, you know, it just kind of talks about how, think of if you're standing at the bottom of an escalator and you see it, you know, what do you do? Like, if you want to get on the escalator and it's going fast, like, you've got to get moving, you got to gain momentum. And if you slow down or you just stand on it and it's going the opposite direction, you're eventually going to go to the bottom. So it's a good analogy. And it just says kind of like the steps. So tell me about yourself. Where are you from? It just opens up the conversation for those people that you are inviting to the coaching business, so you can learn more about them. And it also helps because it really, like, this part's key. Are you motivated by recognition, money, helping people, facts and figures? Like, what motivates you? That's really important for, and then also where it talks about running, and I don't know if it's in this one, but maybe this one. There, you know, there is a part where it talks about, like, okay, here it is. You want to run, want to sprint, I'll race you to the finish line. So I think it's good because it also helps you to get to know, like, is this person really just interested in being a discount coach, or are they interested in working the business? And if they are, like, these two questions are helpful because you know how hard to push that person. Like, if, if it's somebody that, you know, says, are you willing to work hard for 1 to 2 years? No, I'm not. Like, I just don't have the time right now. It kind of sets expectations. So, you know, like, this person is really all in and they're ready to go and they're, like, ready to be done and to have this be their full-time gig. Or, you know, like, yeah, no, they're not that interested. Like, they're not going to probably put in all the work. So it kind of helps you to set expectations. So I am going to share this document and then also the invite follow-up coaching guide document. And I'm going to put it in the group message so that you guys all have it. And let's see if I can share this. So you guys will know that just for the time being that there's like a little bit that I'm still kind of patching together, but I wanted you guys to have it. Mike's like, why are you holding it hostage? Just share it with them. I'm like, I know, but I want it to be perfect. He's like, it's pretty good. Just share it. So there's still stuff that I'll be changing and tweaking kind of over the next couple of weeks, but at least this way you guys have somewhere to start. The cool thing too about Google Docs, like the outline piece of it. So like you have all of you have handling objections, how and when to follow up. So if you want to, you can just kind of click down to the part of the document that you need. It's kind of like little tabs. Not tabs, but you know what I mean. So goes just line by line. So I hope that this was helpful. I'm going to stop sharing. Megan, do you have any questions since you're the only one that's on right now?
No.
Okay. You're doing good. I'm loving that you're sharing.
Oh, thanks.
You're doing really awesome. It's going to take a little bit for you to get comfortable, I think, to invite to the opportunity or to invite. So I think in this time, like just focus over the next, month or two on the people that you could reconnect with or you could re-engage with. Like if it's, somebody, I like to go through, like what I did that really was helpful for me was I went through my Facebook list of friends, like my entire list of friends, and I wrote down any person that I didn't feel that I've connected with in the last like 2 to 3 weeks. And I wrote down their name, and then I went to their page and I would say like, okay, Teresa, I haven't talked to Teresa in a while. Let me look at her profile and see what I could reach out to her about. And I would say like, okay, Teresa just had a baby. And I'd write down Teresa had a baby. And then so that I would one night spend the time, like one night I would spend the time writing my list. Because right now, you're working full time still, and this is like just a side thing. So you don't have like all day to be doing this. So maybe like one day just go through your friends list and write down people that you can re-engage with and reconnect with. And then maybe the next night spend time looking at that list and looking at some profiles, like maybe you do 10, 15 profiles. What can you connect with them about? And then maybe the next day you do 10 or 15 more, and the next day 10 or 15 more. And then you start going through and you connect with like 10 or 15 people. Like, okay, so I wrote down Teresa just had a baby. I'm going to message Teresa about her baby. Boom, done. And then just check that person off and just do as many as you can. And then that way you're restarting the conversation, because likely they're seeing what you're doing, and they're inspired by it, and they probably want to join you. But if they don't feel, if they're like, I know, I went to school with Megan, we went to school together in high school, and I haven't talked to her in a long time, like they're not going to feel comfortable enough to approach you about the opportunity. But if you kind of put the ball in their court and you reach out to them, almost all times, 9 times out of 10, it leads back to Beachbody in a very like comfortable way, where you're not going to feel like you're putting yourself out there and getting uncomfortable. All right.
Makes sense.
Good. All right. So I'm going to, I will share the links. I'll share the documents in the team group message. I'll share the links once I'm done uploading the YouTube recordings of the calls. And then if you guys have any questions, well, if you have any questions, but I'm kind of talking to everybody who's watching it back. If anybody has any questions, you guys know where to find me.
Good.
Great. Thanks for jumping on, lady.
Yeah. No problem. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.